Hello guys, James here. I hope you guys doing alright. Hope you have a pleasant evening. Finally trying to get clear of this congestion. I probably sound kind of nasally. Man, that's been kicking my butt. I tell you, I don't know what it is. There's something in the air, I tell you. But anyway, hope you, I have an interesting video. This time, this going to show you. I'm gonna start with a couple videos. And I'm glad what this mother said about her son. Don't want no crazy acting women. And I'm gonna comment too. But I like what this one recent pastor said about dealing with the Keke Palmar situation. And I'll get back to you with my comments.
Is 100% responsibly sourced, all for a smooth and balanced cup. So, however you enjoy your coffee, we'll make sure every cup is packed with goodness.
Y'all saying pay bills or pay all the bills?
Pay bills. Pay bills. They were like, no thanks.
I don't think a lot of women are qualified for men to pay their bills. Like, y'all don't bring enough to the table for us to pay our bills.
Oh, Lord.
You'd rather say I am the table than rather say than what they bring to that table.
I miss when men used to protect, provide, and shut up.
How dare you!
Provide and shut up. Nowadays,
and we miss when women used to be feminine, fit, and friendly.
Oh, that last part. Shut up.
Protect, provide, and shut up.
But then y'all say run.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
Now see, that shit pissed me the fuck off. Now you know damn well if a man said I miss the days when women used to just cook, clean, and shut up. Can you imagine the kind of backlash he would get? Bruh. But see, it's okay for you to say that because the very same men that you complaining about are the very same men that give you the freedom to be able to speak like that. On men's platforms of all places, on top of that.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
On YouTube, it's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And if you saw the thumbnail, y'all already know what we're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and play this next clip, then we're going to go ahead to the main event. Let's get it.
Ladies, if I was a man in this day and age with a little bit of money, I would totally do you guys dirty and still sleep good at night. You guys make it so easy for them that I can't even hate on them. Like, I have to give them dab for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys place so much value on their pockets versus their mindsets that you absolutely deserve what you get. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I was a man, I would pay all of your bills, take care of your children, get you nice and comfortable. And when you are nice and comfortable, I would bounce. I would completely ghost you. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Alright, now, first of all, I'm like, I cannot believe that woman is 40. I think she said she's 41, 42 years old. It just go to show you, man, black and Latin do not crack. She's half black and half Panamanian. And I've reacted to her quite a few times. But I wanted to react to this particular clip because it goes in line with who we are reacting to per se. A woman by the name of Shara7, I think. And from what I can tell, man, she just comes across as another Cynthia G. Or as y'all like to call her, Synthetic G. I don't know where y'all got that from, but that's hilarious. Yeah, so this woman pretty much is pushing the same agenda that's keeping a lot of these women single, and apparently this is their new leader. I'm like, I think this woman has more subscribers on YouTube than Cynthia G does, actually. I think she has about 200 or close to 300,000 subscribers, if I remember right. But that could be her TikTok count, I'm not sure, but from what I recall, she has a YouTube channel too. If she does, I'll make sure to tag her in the title. But I'm gonna show you some clips of her so that way y'all know who we talking about. But a lot of y'all already do. But then there was a very strong response from a mother with a son that had a few words. So we're gonna go ahead and let these clips play. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's get it.
If you're on a date and they're looking at another woman,
Look at cars. Because a man can be cute and broke, and he knows you ain't going nowhere. But looking at cars, it's totally different. Oh my God, look, there's a Bentley. I wonder who's driving that. You know, that way he sees. You're not looking at looks, you're looking at money. I mean, yeah. Don't look at other men, look at cars. That'll you. I'm not bringing nothing to the table, baby. Spring. If you want a woman to bring something to the table, go to IHOP. Go to the restaurant where you can tip her, baby. Spring. Because if I bring something to the table, you're going to be mad because it's going to be another man who's going to not ask me to bring something to the table. He's going to take care of the bill, the kids, and everybody else. And you, if you look broke. How do you ask a man for money without feeling that like this? Do you want to make me happy right now? Yeah, of course I do. I want to make you happy too. But later on. Well, what do you want? No, I don't know. I don't know if I should tell you yet. Mom, what is it? Then whisper in his ear like this. I want you to take me to the ATM and give me as much money as you choose. It's kind of a kink. I just want to see what you're going to give. It's like, okay, let's go. Then you're going to say, no, never mind. You're going to tease him a little bit. You're going to say, never mind. How about the next time we see each other, you just bring it to me? There you go. It's a challenge. He already know he wants to do this. You just whisper in his ear, and you know what that do. So you gotta break out of shyness. Never take offense from a broke man's mouth. If a broke man is saying something, I mean, no one should take offense to it. They're in survival. They're saying whatever they gotta say to have a chance at survival, to have a chance at a woman that they can't afford, to have a chance at something that they can't afford or put their money towards, you know. So we can't really blame them for what they say and what comes out of their mouth because they're literally just in survival mode. That's why you shouldn't even just deal with them and ignore them and keep it. Don't sit there and argue with somebody in survival mode. They're trying to survive. You sit here comfy and cozy with your little glass of wine and they stealing the Wi-Fi from the neighbor with an electric blanket and you sitting over here arguing with that dusty and you don't even know, okay? And they calling everybody simp because, you know, they sitting over there stealing Wi-Fi and an electric blanket because they ain't got no heat and calling us gold diggers, but it's literally just living in survival mode. So why would we take any of those types of men seriously? And they're mad because we don't want them. Whoop. Next, so you need to let it be known that you are spoiled, okay? Like when they say, oh, you know, when you get to know someone and they're like, oh, okay, so why are you still single? Or, you know, they always ask the dumb question, why are you still single? I'm too spoiled. I'm very spoiled. I grew up getting what I wanted. I'm just very spoiled, and, you know, a lot of people aren't able to give me the same type of treatment that I was used to growing up. You know, I'm very spoiled. Can you handle it? Oh, what do you mean you're spoiled? Yeah, I mean, just I've always had nice things, gone to nice places, and so that's what I'm kind of used to. And you know, some people weren't, and they get mad at me or something or resent me because my parents, you know, were successful. Not my fault.
Let me do this special announcement for my son that he don't know about, but yeah, it's coming from him. It's a special announcement through his mother. My son will never, ever be paying any of y'all daughters' rent, electricity bill, phone bill, or any of that type of shit while he's dating your daughters. You understand? Because the expectation is that when your daughter reaches womanhood, you would have prepared her to be a woman and be able to take care of her damn self. Okay? There are stages of development. You come in this world as a girl, you develop into a woman, you hopefully become a wife, and then a mother. And when you become a wife, yeah, that's when your husband hopefully will be the provider and take care of everything in terms of that household and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what I'm raising my son to be prepared to do. But if you must think that my son, while he's a man in manhood, if y'all think that my son is gonna be walking around here dating women and paying their damn rents and everything else like he's somebody's gump, right, you must be crazy. The only way he would do it is if his father got into him and told him, hey, if they want to be treated like tricks, trick they. You understand? And I don't want them to have to be like that. But know this, you better be telling your daughters that if they out here talking trick language, they're gonna attract tricks. Trick language don't attract respectful men.
Exactly.
And a lot of people have to understand that. You want to say, ain't no man like this, ain't no man. Well, who's you talking? What you looking for? If you're looking for somebody to meet you after the first week and pay your damn bills, guess what? I've been with an NFL player that didn't do that. Right. Or for the first week. You know, folks ain't stupid out here, smart individuals, but yet desperate men, you know, are. But is that what you want? You know, so just for the record, man, ain't nobody's son taking care of your daughter when she in womanhood, when she's supposed to be out here able to establish herself and pay for herself.
Right.
In a lot of cultures, that's why when them girls hit womanhood, they don't leave their parents' house until they hit wife.
Boom.
Because the father is still responsible for them girls until they hit wife.
That's true.
You, with your sprinkle, think that while your daughters is out here supposed to be women taking care of themselves, that our sons are supposed to be taking care of them. Nah, you skipping a step, baby. If that's the case, keep your damn daughters home with you until they do find husbands. Because my son will not be taking care of them while he's dating them, okay? Who wants a woman that's a damn charity case and can't pay for her own nails or anything like that?
Right.
You'll definitely be giving her gifts and everything.
Right.
But nah, we ain't doing charity, son.
Right.
We ain't dealing with no needy women or men.
Right? Yes, Mama. That's what I'm talking about.
She snapped.
Right.
And I can't disagree with anything that she said, to be truthful. But I am starting to see a rise of more women clapping back at the Shara 7 chick. I want to say that's probably about the 4th or 5th chick I've seen in the last few weeks that have referenced this sprinkle. Because I remember there was a clip where one girl, she was like, yeah, that sprinkle gonna keep y'all single.
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
yo, there's some women out here that's clapping back at this woman, bruh. I don't know, man. Like, it's already looking real bad for American women. I can only imagine how much worse it's gonna get if they're following women like this. And this is just what I've heard through the rumor mill. Her dude ain't even on the level that she's trying to push all these other women to find as far as husbands go. So, and it's like Shorty said, man, the kind of men that they're looking for are suckers with money. Because any guy with money that know what he's bringing and got any kind of sense or knows his worth, he's not falling for this.
Right.
He's not going to go for this. He's not going to tolerate or put up with any of this unless that woman is providing something that he can benefit from. Because if I got to pay for everything, and including paying somebody to cook and clean while you just sit in the house and look pretty, what the hell do I need you for?
Exactly.
It's like that Muslim guy said, if that's the case, I'll just marry the maid. Let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe.
Amid global market volatility,
I know, that's
stock
right.
market losses and rising inflation have left investors with few options.
You said, what are you bringing to the table, men are tired? I'm not bringing nothing to the table, baby. Sprinkle. If you want a woman to bring something to the table, go to IHOP. Go to the restaurant where you can tip her, baby. Sprinkle.
Hey, this is Raul. Please act right. I don't know if you heard of this woman before, but she's leading a whole bunch of women like the Pied Piper straight to singleness, and she's teaching a whole lot of nonsense.
Getting ready. I'm not getting all dolled up to go sit binge you dude. Okay. I can do that alone in my car. Okay. So I'm not going on any coffee date. That's cheap. And it's an insult to a woman. It's an insult to a woman to be asked on a coffee date. If you're going to ask a woman on a coffee date, then, we know the kind of man you are.
Oh, really? Well, let's see what foreign women have to say about that.
Place for a guy to take you on a first date?
I really like somewhere which is like more simple. Like it's more about that you guys have like a good talk rather than going to a very fancy place and then like it's actually boring. Like, but yeah, it doesn't really matter.
So women in other countries say a simple date is all they require because it's about getting to know each other. Interesting. They don't find a simple date to be insulting.
It's up to you because anybody can do it. It doesn't even matter. It's your mentality and what you will and will not take. I'm leaving. Come on, kids, let's go. We gotta move in with this real man who's gonna pay all the bills. Then still, you can still get child support from their father. So now you got all this money coming in. You don't have to work as well. I know it sounds bad and evil, but you know it's even more evil when a grown man lives in a house with women and children and has his hand out at rent time from a pregnant woman who's 9 months pregnant, that's more evil. Okay? So y'all gotta figure that out. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
And chances are that's the Pookie that she decided to lay up with and get pregnant by and live with when she knew he didn't have any money in the first place. So basically, she did it to herself. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
How do you go about finding a provider husband at university? By leaving the campus and going to where grown men are got money. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
So I just tested Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle's advice. In short, it worked. Sharon 7 said, when you go out by yourself. I did. I went to the happy hour at a very wealthy, predominant place in Philadelphia. I went to the Four Seasons, JG Sky High to be exact, at the time that she said, which is earlier than later. Literally, those men in there were on me like I was honey and they were bees.
Before trying anti-aging serums or wrinkle creams, check if you're getting enough collagen first. Collagen is a protein that plays a critical role in maintaining the health and elasticity of our skin. Without it, we may notice visible signs of aging, like fine lines and wrinkles. While collagen production naturally declines as we age, certain collagen supplements can help bring back that youthful glow like you wouldn't believe. This is why I highly recommend taking collagen. Collagen is specially formulated to enhance skin elasticity and hydration. It's made with the top most powerful types of collagen that are essential for skin health, elasticity, and firmness. With 10 grams of bioactive collagen peptides per serving, collagen is designed to make it easy to boost your collagen levels to support healthier skin. Try it today to receive 53% off, free shipping, free VIP live health fitness coaching for life, a free new e-report titled The 14 Foods for Amazing Skin, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Plus, you'll help feed hungry children, families, and communities in need. Live a healthier life with your order through BioTrust partnerships with NoKidsHungry.org. Order today by going to healthpackrite.com or by clicking on the link in the description box below.
Now, she said to go by yourself because there were other girls that came as a group that was trying to do the same thing, baby. They didn't pay them no mind because that's intimidating. They didn't want to go up there to 7 girls and then get let down. But me sitting at the bar by myself, whether you were just networking or going out there to freestyle, you need to get out your comfort zone and go to these happy hours and these places by yourself. I literally made connects with 3 people and my tab was paid. So there was literally nothing that I lost in this experience. Sprinkle, sprinkle, ladies.
So she's teaching women to go to high-end places and get with high-end men. So to all the high-end men out there, you better beware. They're learning how to come out there and trap you. But here's one little thing I don't think she's telling women that they need in order for it to work. See, if you look like the woman right here, you're probably gonna get some attention. But if you look like this, it might not work out so well for you.
A 47 to 55-year-old man is going to go through a mid-life crisis. It means he's going to want to be young again. He will not want to sit at home with his old wife watching Lifetime, okay? He's going to want to get out and go get a 25-year-old woman. 22 maybe, 23 maybe, 27 maybe, I don't know, doesn't matter, but 20-something.
So now she's generalizing that every man is going to cheat on his wife when he hits middle age.
He's going to have enough money from building his career. He's going to have a nice car from you paying half the bill so he can afford it. Impress young chicks. And they're going to see his lifestyle and think he did all of that by himself. And they're going to want to take him or experience him or be his side chick or whatever. But as a Bob the Builder chick, you have helped him reach that status. And he will have zero problems leaving you because you can afford to continue and live the same lifestyle without him.
She's saying don't go 50-50, and she's saying don't help a man build, even though the Bible says that the woman is the helpmeet for the man. This is the perfect formula to keep women single. And like I said in my videos before, a lot of these modern women, they will listen to her simply because they cannot think for themselves. Now, she spoke earlier about sounding evil. Now listen to her talking about casting spells.
Now, I've gone into this How to Create What You Want on my Dark Energy playlist, but I'm also going to talk about how to create what you want by choosing certain words. Like when you write a spell, certain words that you put into that spell will make it powerful or make it weak. Okay? Because words hold energy. Words hold symbolic meaning. Words hold vibration. So, depending on the word choice that you put into your spell, or that you say while doing your spell, or while you say while manifesting, totally determines how fast, how accurate, and how powerful your spell is going to be.
The sad thing is, some of these women out here are so simple-minded. They're believing this woman and they're doing everything that she said. And these will be the same women that will have the nerve to be sitting up in church on Sunday praying, asking God for a husband. Ladies, you cannot serve two masters.
It's always going to be about you. Everything. It's all about you. Okay? And always make it about you. So that subliminally, it's...
Why don't you own commercial real estate?
No offense, but if you think ChatGPT is the best way to earn extra income, you've got it wrong.
There's a real estate side up.
So you go on over there to that third world country and terrorize them women.
It's not a great guy if you can't find a girl.
When you have to bring nothing to the table.
If you don't want to did whoa. Came out masculine.
Like, can't find it here. Like, I guess it's all right. Like, if someone goes like overseas to find it.
Cause baby, I don't want you. Not in the least bit. Not at all.
Hey guys, welcome back to More Life. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's get into it.
See the passport bros online complaining about women in America because they done been butt hurt by some woman. So now they don't like women in America.
That's it, I'm done.
Have you ever thought it was you and not the women? Because we don't give a if you don't want to date.
Whoa. Came out masculine.
I was a lot happier before I knew Dame Edna was a man.
Man, I thought it was a dude at first. I said, who's this dude? I don't give more passport bros for women in America.
People's skills are way better than yours.
I'm so tired of the passport bros on my For You page. Shut your mouth because we don't care. Obviously, you do care. She look like an African woman. She's an African American for real. In the real sense of the form, but yeah, man. What was that? I'm going to the next video.
I am FBA and I support the passport bros. I'm a Filipina and I support the passport bros. I am a Filipina and I support the passport bros.
I am Kay. I am a Filipina and I support the passport bros.
Hi, I'm a Filipina and I support the passport bros. I am a Filipina and I support the passport bros.
I am a Filipina. Filipina support passport.
I am Filipina. I support passport bros. I am a Filipina and support the passport bros. I am a Filipina.
My name is Polly and I am Tongan. I am from the country of the Kingdom of Tonga and I support the passport bros. We have passport bros that also come to our kingdom.
My name is Joanne. I am from the Philippines and I am all about finding love, peaceness, and it does not matter where it leads you. So I definitely support the passport bros.
What's your opinion about passport bros?
I think it's stupid. I think there's people everywhere. Maybe you're just not a great guy if you can't find a girl.
Oh, no. It's not, see, people get confused. It's not about guys being a great guy. Like, why does a guy, because he's leaving to find one outside of the country, not a great guy? I don't know, man. It still boggles my mind. Do the research on it. Say, you know what? Why these guys leaving? Okay. Oh, research.
You think it's mostly related to the individual themselves, or would it be more like a cultural thing that across like the whole Western Hemisphere or North America?
I mean, fair enough. Like, if your type's like a different like race and you want to go across the country for it, I mean, chase what you want.
But if a man cannot find it here and decides to go overseas, I don't know, to developing countries, Southeast Asia, Latin America or something, because they cannot find the woman they want, do you think that's more on the side of the man, or maybe he doesn't have very good social skills here in this country or the US?
It kind of depends on the situation. Like everyone finds love in like different situations. Like if someone like can't find it here, like I guess it's all right. Like if someone goes like overseas to find it, like it comes in all like shapes and forms. Like you can't really control it. So if you want to go overseas to find love, like it is what it is. Like you have to do what you think is best for you at the end of the day.
What's your opinion?
I mean, as a girl, I think it's kind of like on the guy. I'm like, why can't you find a girl with all these like possibilities? I don't know. It's kind of a red flag, not gonna lie, but whatever.
Delusional. People got confused, right? People got confused. What a lot of people don't realize is with the way society is now, it's not that these guys can't find a girl, right? When I was back home, I had no problem getting one. I told a guy a story the other day, and I've said stories like that plenty of times. Living in New York too. This is back in the day, but I can still do it now. Even when I was back home, and I went to skip my son, about 2-3 years ago, I'm out there and I'm just striking up conversation. And conversation is easy, right? Because I have to flow. A lot of guys have to flow to the leader. Women are going to not DR, they're going to like Colombia, and they're seeing guys. This woman said she seen a guy in the airport, and all these guys, they were the men that women want that are leaving, that were in Colombia. Same thing with other countries. They're the men that women want. I'll tell you this, man. I seen a video with my man Austin Holloman in Brazil, right? And the two guys that were standing behind him were the guys that were walking on North American streets with natural riz, didn't even have to say anything. One guy was like 6'8", Diesel. Another guy was a basketball player, real slim. Had girls gawping over them, right? Saying things as they walked up the block, whistling at them like they were girls. Still in Brazil, walking behind Austin Holloman.
There's no way.
Why is that? Why were these guys out in Brazil?
Want something feminine and delicate.
Why? Just having fun, maybe. The same reason they were getting gawped at. They understand how these women think. Do you think these guys aren't the guys women are cheating with? So they understand women are no good? Not everyone, but a lot are no good? Because they see all those no good women coming for them saying, oh, I have a man. You think that guy that 6'8", Diesel, hear all the stories, or been through all the drama on the other end? Do you think he's going to take women serious after that? Do you think he's going to want to find something to marry after that? Think about it. Anyway, let me go on to the next video, guys.
We are Neo X. We began with one mission, to make the greatest dash cam.
Hello, everyone. My take on the passport bros. Don't care.
The feeling is mutual.
Really don't. If you have to go overseas to find a woman that will submit to you, when you have to prove nothing.
And women like you is the reason why they're getting it. Because y'all do sign language. Shaming, insulting, guilt, and it be right.
When you have to bring nothing to the table, then do your boo. Because I'm sorry, I built this table over here. I got my own crib, my own car. I own my stuff. Okay? I have a job, 16 years in, 401k, pension, life insurance, and health insurance. PPO, not HMO.
Nobody cares about that. That's the problem.
So you going on over there to that third world country and terrorize them women?
Who do you think you are?
To find a woman that will submit to you when you have to prove nothing?
Man. See, and this is the problem here, right? And obviously, she's single. You know what it is? A lot of women that make these passport bro videos, they're single. And that's what they're upset about.
Right.
Because she's single, because exactly what she stated just now. That's how you know she's single. Oh, she's doing all that working, getting all those insurance. She's building a nice retirement fund, I'm sure, right? Nice 401k. She said, have my own health insurance, all that stuff. own car paid for, maybe a house paid for.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
You played yourself. Then you turn around talking about passport bros, and look at your eyes. Look like you're halfway about to cry.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know they have
Right.
and you just can't get into it.
Right.
They would never understand.
I'm doing it. Look at this. That spaced out look. I gotta put these guys down so I don't feel bad.
And you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
You're hurting. You're hurting inside. And that's what's sad, man. A lot of these women are hurting. And a lot of these women need counseling.
Yes.
Right? The
Yes.
counseling they claim
Yes.
men need.
Yes.
Right? But you have therapists that are bashing passport bros and then bashing men and getting fired. It's wild. It's wild. Like guys really are waving the white flag saying, we don't want a war. That's what this all is, really. We don't want a war. We give up. We give up. And these videos are for guys, not for you. For guys to see more and more of you doing this and say, man, they want ice cold. See, man, a lot of these women are more ice cold than dudes from the stuff they can do. Ice cold. Like, why would you even do this? What are making all y'all? And I know, it's slowing down now. I do see it slowing down. But this video's gonna stop, right? But I think more women need to look at the manosphere and look at what's going on and start taking heed to some of these things, and then understand why the passport bro movement happened.
Right.
And say, yeah, I get it, because that's what you're gonna say. If you look at any manosphere content out there, even content I post, you're gonna say, I see why these passport bros. I see. I get it. And start looking within. And say, let me make that change. Because other than that,
I'm not gonna lie to you. The last few days, I had a hard time doing some follow-up videos, boy follow-up video to what's been going on with Keke Palmar and her boyfriend. Now, I was critical, but not extremely critical of her boyfriend putting his feelings on social media. I think this generation put too much on social media. But the thing is that he's being criticized for doing something that people do now, you know, in their particular age group, to put everything on social media. But my thing is that you have women in our community, not all, but a lot outside the community, encouraging her to go out here and be a hood rat, a hoochie mama, or whore. Everybody keeps saying, well, she's single, or they should say he should have known better. Why y'all always putting the onus on the brother? That's not fair. You gotta understand, this generation of black men and women have been raised totally different the last 30 years.
Yeah.
See, the shit that we wasn't allowed to do or was taught that was wrong back in our age, but those of us who are Gen Xers and baby boomers and even those millennials close in age to us, those born 1985 or 85 and further, their mindset is different. They shed too much of their lives. But y'all saying he should have put online, she already was posting images of her shaking her ass online. Y'all trying to say she should ride there and front what she got. She shouldn't answer to anybody. First of all, as I said in many other commentaries, Keke's been showing us who she is. She's a hood rat. There's no way around it. How she had any tact, she would not went out there and do what she did. And look at this image. Look what she got a tattoo on here. Only way you get a tattoo like that, you want to show it off to your man. These females are all tatted up now. They get out drape dudes. They want to be masculine at times. And then y'all should be concerned that women outside the community is screaming loud, like telling her she's in her right. I never hear any of these white women encouraging other white women to go out there and be whorish. And y'all, sisters, some of y'all wear this shit like a badge of honor. And wonder why our community is fractured. See, it's easy to go back and disrespect and blame on the black guy. We get blamed for everything. But the man was insulted. He was hurt. That he is. This is the woman I chose to be with. I love you. Y'all talking about what you should know better. I hate to say it to us, or to people, I should say. You can't help me fall in
Right.
We assume the brother is the negative part of the relationship. If you look at every image that he in, he's holding the baby. Remember when she went out there and said that she was all this, he was gay and trisexual. Remember every time she throws shit out there to see what sticks. I want you to think about the majority of black women in Hollywood, how they carry themselves. I mean, seriously, I want y'all to really think about this. It may be a handful that don't engage in that behavior. And we don't talk about them. We don't praise them. We don't uplift them. But the ones like this, like all of a sudden, she got courage. Now they talk about how fine she is. I don't see it. It was about her showing off her body. And also by getting a little light, getting a baby from a light-skinned dude. Trust me, there's a lot there that's obvious. Because I thought she didn't like dudes. So now she's bisexual now? If y'all don't believe what I'm saying, what other brothers been pointing out, let me read this to y'all. Because we all called it the other day. Keke Palmar speaks to her partner, Darius Jackson, online criticism of her. This is nothing but instigating between a black man and a black woman. Check this out. Keke Palmar is ready to jump into the discussion that was spurred by her partner, Darius Jackson, online criticism of her. In a recent interview with The Cut, Palmer's ex, what her mentality was upon learning of the online chat that centered around her motherhood and her body. I'll be honest, I think before I even had the baby, I was really actually quite subconscious. Really? I guess she forget that we all watched her grow up. We watching her recent acts over the last few years. After having my baby, I've gotten too much power. We're going to lean into this new body. Right there, that's the tail right there. We're going to lean into the new body. Now that she got some curves, she want to be seen like Amber Rose and Kim Kardashians and these other women out here that have displayed their bodies. And I think that the whole aura of what's happening in this big boss era, big boss, is this how you talk? As I come into my 30s and I have my baby boy, and I'm just continuing to spread my wings as a young, showing that shit. This is the same shit that we hear some of our sisters talking, and just proves what we all been saying. Hood rap material, hoochie mama. The note activated clear that she appreciated the support that she began from her fellow moms. A lot of these moms got a lot to be desired, and it explains why their sons and daughters are so screwed up. Do you new moms? Wait, do you new moms? Do you, she said. Girl, if there's one person on this earth that loves you, for sure, it's the baby. And we all said she wanted just the baby. That baby can't comprehend anything yet. It's only 5 months old. Be happy. She sounded like these females that going at 16 and pregnant or get pregnant. This is saying they got a baby. Be happy because there's no love like you. Somebody love you like that. Hell, who cares? Palmer and Jackson in a public spat out the video of Usher serenading at one of his Las Vegas shows went viral last week. In a now deleted tweet, Jackson criticized Palmer, who was wearing a black thong bodysuit under shit drip. Just read this. In a now deleted tweet, Jackson criticized Palmer for wearing a black thong bodysuit under his shit dress in the video. Let that sink in your head. So he's the bad guy? Seriously, the brother is the bad guy? And then I'm watching videos of people say, well, you know what, she's the breadwinner. Like I said, you don't know this income. And even if she is the breadwinner, did that make you less than a man? I thought we said women can do whatever they want within reason, right? So now y'all question the dude manhood. Look, let me say this again. We so used to criticize a black man, we just, no matter what his brother does and said, we still gotta criticize. I'm watching people on these entertaining, these talk shows saying, oh, you know, Keke, be careful. That signs he's gonna be possessive and he might do something here. Wow. Y'all jumped from 0 to 100 already. She's out here singing a song, singing Usher, You Got It Bad or whatever. Then she got one where she holding a baby. Then she got another where she dancing like a fool. This is why some brothers are single. This is why some brothers don't have any kids, because of women like this.
Right. Right.
This is why you had certain brothers out here on social media talking, sisters was out and got mad and then wished death. Remember Vivica Fox? Everybody thought it was poor taste. She wished death, or she was glad that brother passed. You ain't never heard a black man say we wish death or glad that one of these sisters passed.
No.
We say it's sad that she got into that situation, but we don't make a comment at all. And the brothers try to warn him, and I'm pretty sure he said something before Keke went out there. And you notice Keke friends around her, they wasn't dressed like her. She wanted to go out there and show off her little curves because when she got pregnant, she wanted the world to see what she got now. And like I said, let's go back to this article she told on herself. And you see how she dressed with no bra and stuff. She want people to see her now. She figured she gonna do a Montana fish burn. Why ain't you my ass? Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and shake my ass, do that. This is not gonna make you get any parts. You think you about to get rolls like Zendaya? Yeah. She said that, I'll be honest, I think before I had the baby, I was actually quite subconscious. She said, yeah, because you were smaller and you figured nobody was looking at her. She said, after my baby, I got so much power, more powerful. We're going to lean into this new body. She told him right there, that's the tell, folks. That's why she's out there doing that, showing it. She won't be saying, look at me now. She won't dudes and drool over. She want to be on the red carpet. Because I saw a video where he was holding the baby. She's in a cat suit that she would never worn prior. Is this what some of our women have been reduced to? Just showing off your assets. And then y'all let people outside the community, men and women, say, you do you. Don't let them tell you what to do. But them same women will be caught dead wearing shit like that. If you don't believe me, if it's not the norm, ask yourself, why the Inside Edition cover up shit that everybody had already seen? If y'all go watch episodes of Inside Edition, they blur out certain things. Or even some cable show, they blur out certain things. Or when they want to talk about children out of wedlock, they want to zone in on the black community, even though there's just as many children out of wedlock in other communities. Y'all talk about black men don't care about the families. When a brother do, y'all attack him.
Yep.
Y'all call him a simp.
Right.
He should have known better.
Right.
Love is weird, folks.
Right.
Yeah, I was critical of him to put anything on social media. I think that we put too much out here when it comes to our personal business.
Right.
But she went out there and she was crying on Usher. If she could have, if nobody was in that room, she would offer the ass up to him. We all see that come in a look. But this article, she didn't told on herself. And we told y'all. And I told y'all the other day, I said it's about a body. We're going to lean into this new, we're going to lean into this new body. And I think this is a whole new aura of what's happening with me in this big boss area, this era, excuse me. So when those of y'all tell black men, even some of these sisters out here, that we wrong, we ain't wrong. We know exactly, look how she's focused. Let me stick my ass out, let me put my chest out, let me pop my lips out, let me go probably kick the ass, make me look lighter than what I am. See, she went got a light-skinned boyfriend, and she got a light-skinned baby. Now she said, everybody can exploit this. And then when something happens to them, why don't y'all respect me? Why? That's why brothers doing the Me Too movement, I'm like, sisters, y'all really think that they gonna look at y'all as a victim? But y'all should be questioning other women encouraging y'all to go out here and be disrespectful to yourself, be respectful to your family, be disrespectful to the man you with, whether you're married or not, or disrespect the community. And y'all be the same one. Why you objectify me? You walked out there showing your ass and your cooch.
Right.
We know how big your hips are.
Yeah.
Remember, there's a lot of interviews out here. Keke showed a natural ass. And now y'all make like she's a big roasting online. I'm not roasting the brother. Because I get it. He don't want everybody to see his female like that. The mother of his child. Because that represent him as well. Because I guarantee you, he went to a concert and was dancing on Rihanna or whoever the famous sister is, y'all become all kinds of dogs.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure
so,
would.
Once again, we need to have a come to Jesus moment within the black community. We need to go get a big ass mirror to hold up. Because y'all been starting blaming brothers all these years when black men say, yo, we don't want our women to be exploited like that. We don't want our women to be objectified. Remember they was pushing the ghetto gagging videos? What the black men do? The brothers came out and said, they don't want to see our women like that. Because white men will not let anybody disrespect their women like that. Here it is when Jamie Foxx made a joke about Miley Cyrus out there doing a thing. Jay Leno got mad and told Billy Ray, and Billy Ray was angry. And Jamie Foxx had to apologize. But when Jay Leno and all the big innuendos about I was big whores and talk about Megan Thee Stallion, everybody get a laugh out of it. So, sisters, I want y'all to really sit back and think that y'all think y'all being independent and strong. They want to make y'all the whores of the world.
Boom.
And then they want to make you think that black men are trying to subject you to oh, he's trying to control me. If dude didn't give a damn about it, he said, wait, you know what? I know how she get down. She gave me a shorty, I'm a bounce. Because let me tell you something.
Right.
If dude went to court and he got a good lawyer, he could say, well, look at her. What kind of mother is Vince? She gonna be a bad influence. And I'm gonna tell you something. Days are changing where they don't make women play spouse support. And y'all talking about
I feel after this one.
Okay, y'all keep thinking all that shit. Because this is not becoming child women. And I don't want everybody to think that this just be just picking on Keke. She's a proxy. But what she did was disrespectful. Well, he was disrespecting, she kept it, and some people was reaching. Like, what if she did this just to get on purpose, to get attention? There's other ways you can get attention without what I'm doing. I said, y'all reaching.
Right.
Online, they had so many people, and those of us is reaching, and then you had some black men out saying, no, this don't look good. This don't look well. She's 30 years old. I might have gave her some slack at the age of 19 or 20.
Right.
I said, she out there. She gonna be a little while. I probably give that slack.
Right.
Not at no damn 30 years old. No, hell no. But when she had an interview, she told on herself, we're gonna just buy it. That's what it is. Why you think she's posing like this? And you got these different entertainment shows. You got black women sitting on stage, white men and white women. You get these little queer ass brothers. You go out there, you do you. Don't let him tell you what to do. And then when something happens, the first thing you say, why nobody love us? Why nobody defended us?
Right.
Why black men want to be passport brothers?
Right.
Why do black men want to step outside the community?
Yep.
Showing y'all ass. Literally.
Right.
And let me say this again. I'm not saying all black men do this.
Right.
But unfortunately, sisters that got class, they get treated like they, oh, you guys think you're better than us. Remember, she went out there. That's why she said the thing about up, and that shit gave you a clue what she was on. Oh, I can't stand Claire Huxtable character. Then she said she ain't like the Floyd Evans character. And y'all know it's black folk looking at Floyd Evans character like, wait a minute. Every time her husband tried to do something, she talked down. Every time he tried to do something, don't do this, don't do that. And then remember how they had up heavily praising Jesus in the early episode? Y'all want to encourage a certain type of behavior. You turn on TV, You got sisters working in the prison system, screwing with the criminals. Be like, I guarantee if you go to some major prison or jail system in this country and go in the courtroom, you're gonna see a row of young women or women who should know better in the courtroom. He innocent. I love him. Take him your last month. Going out there. I'm wasting you. He up and get screwed by Bubba in the rear. Or he come out, go to another female house, and I still loves him. We gonna work it out. And then when you finally think you're gonna bounce, he come in and have sex and give you another baby. We gonna work it out. We got 2 kids together.
Mm-hmm.
But the brother is like, nah, let's create something. Let's grow. Let's work together. You don't want that. You don't want him. He's a lame. Then you go out there and show your goodness to the world, and then y'all get an attitude with him because he should never shame her. He didn't call her out her name. He said she's a mom.
Right.
He said he should want her out there like that. Y'all think that's being nasty, mean? Ooh, shit. And I get why some of the brothers are critical. He should know. Just remember, a lot of these cats were not brought up in an environment or having had a life experience. I don't know how old this dude is, but I guarantee he's not in our age range. Those of us who in their late 30s or up, we've had our heartbreaks, we've had our experiences. We know we ain't gonna deal with. I saw an article today where they said something about if a man is not married at a certain age and kids, there's something wrong. That's not it.
No.
A lot of dudes don't want to go through that pain of getting with a female and trying to have a kid with her. And then she go to court and they get custody of the kid.
Boom.
And they say you gotta pay for the kid, but you don't.
Boom.
But you can't be in the kid's life.
Right.
Or you go out there and think the child is yours and some other dude. Or you want to get married, but she don't want to get married. Because I had this conversation with friends and acquaintances, even family. I said, y'all with this dude, y'all living, why y'all not getting married? That's old fashioned. You hear women saying this shit, but yet they get on talk shows. You can't find no love. See what y'all trying to emulate this some of these Caucasian women are doing. And I'm saying Caucasian women, eventually they find out when they get a baby. Then go have 3-4 kids. And if they gonna whore, they're gonna do it behind closed doors. Or if they don't get married and they're young, they go out there, shake their ass, and after a while, they cover up. Look at Katy Perry. She was out there flashing the boobs and everything. Now she was covered up. She got pregnant. She covered up.
Boom.
Katie Coco from Big Bang Theory. She was a sex kitten for a while. She got married twice, divorced twice. Now she had a baby with dude. She covered up. See what it is? Y'all trying to blame black men for black women for actions. And y'all deflect. Well, black men, brother got in class. You don't want this woman out there showing the goodies like that.
Right.
Whether they got a kid or not, whether they married or not. You don't want that. I don't know if I'm with a woman, I'm spend my time and effort with her.
Right.
I want when we get our intimate time, I want that to be for me.
Right.
I don't want some other dude say, yo man, I saw your girl that ass too.
Right.
Oh man.
Exactly.
And I flashback to this scene in New Jack City with Wesley Snipes. He said, I got the clippers on the booty. That's the first thing I came to Keke. I didn't find that sexy. I'm like, she's a mother now. This how you can get people saying she's being mom shamed. They're encouraging black women to go out and just be buck wild. When black men were sitting without criticizing Lizzo Wade, said she should be doing that. Why y'all telling her what to do? She's a free spirit. But better believe it, Miley Cyrus, when she decided she didn't use blacks anymore, she got back with her fiance. When she went out, she dressed properly, didn't she?
Yep.
She didn't go out there and embarrass him.
Right.
And y'all want to get interviews talking about your black men and stuff with these magazines, and these people encouraging, well, Keke, if he says anything, he might try to control you. That's what they projecting the black men.
Right.
And I gotta say, sisters, you should be offended that other women are telling you to do these type of things. And when you do it, they expect, look at this other girl, she's got up.
Boom.
She's a hoochie mama.
Boom. Yes.
She has no class.
Exactly.
Why would she do that?
Exactly. Yes.
And then you got black women and sisters who don't do that. Oh, you tell me, you ain't my mama, you ain't me. I do me. I don't need nobody to tell me what to do.
That's what I'm talking about. Yep.
And then say black girl magic. Look how people was criticizing the BET Awards. You sisters dance in the aisle look like whores. I done went to strip clubs where women got more class than that. Then you look how they attacked NDRE for calling out what they did in the Essence Award. Is this what black people represent? Debauchery and violence? This what y'all think is being black, being down? Let me say this again. I do commentaries. I defended black women. I don't love y'all all over in the group, but I am disappointed seeing women on social media that these truly are black women. A lot of them just kind of see an image of them being black. But if these are black women trying to rationalize, defend, and encourage this behavior, then we're going to have problems. We got some problems. We need to take a mirror look at our community. Because we see a lot of videos now with black women out here carjacking, or black females, I should say. Because young and old, they could do bad. Black females out here carjacking, robbing, shooting people, causing all kinds of strife. And yet, everybody project the door back on the black male. Ask yourself, why when you see him, he's always holding a baby, and she's walking in front. And then y'all say, well, you know where the money's at. Keep making fun of him. Like, wow. And that tells you kind of environment you've been brought. Some of y'all been brought up in, or y'all been conditioned to say it's the black guy fault. I have friends that I talk to, they be calling me, Harvey, I warned you. Y'all think I want to get your panties. Every dude that talks to a female, we ain't trying to get your panties. Remember, the first teacher of the child is the mother. If the mother don't have any class or self-respect, those kids gonna, if it's a boy, he's gonna represent his mom, represent women, treat him a particular way.
Exactly.
Or he's gonna have problems with his masculinity.
Absolutely.
That's why I hope Mr. Jackson here, regardless of whoever have a relationship, he's in his child, his son's life.
Right.
If she keep talking the way she do, bro, go get a judge, go to the court and get custody of your kid.
I want to say peace and blessings to everyone. I want to say peace and blessings to everyone. Hope all is well with you guys. I want to give a chance for you guys to come on in. And let me make sure that I'm where I need to be. Alright, let me make sure that. Alright, just making sure that this is the correct account because I have multiple accounts. I want to say peace and blessings to everyone. Not going to be long here, but I just wanted to highlight a phrase, a response that sent the internet into, just into I would say a spiral, a frenzy, right? I just wanted to touch on this real quick that sent the internet into a frenzy. I mean, man, I had to really take time and just go back, and I was like, let me just go back and look at the quote. Right? You guys already know the situation with Keke Palmar. And her boyfriend, right? So let me preface this first by saying, we all know that they both put the cart before the horse. They both decided to have a child while they were girlfriend and boyfriend. They put the cart before the horse. So we already know they started out incorrect. We already know it. We all, going off the biblical principles and other cultures as well, outside of the biblical principles, other cultures also make it clear the order of how marriage is done. They both put the cart before the horse. So I want to say to the sisters that are watching here, this is not trying to question our sisters. This is not trying to throw shade on our sisters. But those that have followed me know that I am very, very, very conscientious of the issues that our sisters have to deal with. But what I want to do is focus on the comment, right? Because the boyfriend got a lot of backlash because of his initial post, right? And like I said, I decided to take a look at what was his initial quote. Let me make sure I got his initial quote correctly. His initial post was, "Your mom." He said that dress. That's what he said. He said that dress. Your mom, though. Let me say that again. He said he said that dress. You are a mom. So my question is, where's the problem? What's the problem? He did not question her from a perspective of being a wife. He did not question her about being a wife. His concerns was that of a mother. But the way that you see all the conversations that stem from this, you think that he was asking or questioning her as if he was her husband and she was his wife. His initial question wasn't about their relationship. It was about being a mother and doing things that, come on, we have to be real. That appearance is not motherly. Just like men out here dressing a certain way, they get held under the same, you have to be held under the same type of scrutiny.
That's true. That's true.
So, when I really, again, I went to the quote. He didn't question anything else but the expectation of her being a mother. Now, I've seen comments made about, hey, he knew where she was this and she knew where she was that, or he didn't have a problem with how she dressed prior, whatever the case may be. Look, family, we've all been young. Let's not lose sight of that. We've all been young. But as the scripture says in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11, right? It tells us, when I was a child, I thought and spake as a child, but when I became a man, I put aside the childish things. Now, I'm going to say this here. Black Jack, or Jack, I just want to respond to your comments, because initially, yes, you can say that she did it publicly. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I don't quote you misquote. He should have had approached it at home. I'm going to say it this way. We don't know what happened at home, right? We don't know what led up to the conversations, but the scriptures make it clear. You can go to Proverbs. It says, right? Open rebuke is better than secret love. Let me say that again. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Well, what does that mean? Right? Some things you have to be corrected out in public to make sure that you don't do certain things again. She did what she did out in public So it's only right to be addressed in public. How many times, and I'm not trying to point fingers at the women or anything like that, but women, come on, let's be real. You see your husband, or if you're in a courting, phase, vetting phase of the relationship, right? You see that person out in public with another woman. Here it is, you're in the phase of trying to establish a relationship, and you see that person, that man out with another woman. Are you going to wait and say, you know what? Let me wait till I get a one-on-one and I'm going to ask questions. No, you're going to confront the situation publicly on the spot.
Right.
Hopefully not from a perspective of violence, but you're going to address the situation right then and there. You're not going to wait till after they leave and you leave and y'all get one-on-one. You're going to address the situation right then and there.
Right.
So we have to be real about this.
Right.
We can't say that, okay, she did something publicly, and so he should have kept it within the house.
Right.
Family, he made a post about her being a mother, right? About the mother of his child behaving a certain way, looking a certain way. That was the key. He was focusing on how she looked. Come on, family. Come on, family. Keith Dixon, yes, you can rebuke. You can rebuke both of them. Right? That's not scripture. We can't say we can't rebuke them because both of them in sin. Or he can't rebuke her because they're both in sin. No, yes, he do have a right. Let me correct that. Yes, he do have a right, just like she has the right. Regardless of how we feel, guess what? Regardless, they both put the cart before the horse. They both are wrong. But now they have a child. So he has every right, just like she has every right, to question each other's behaviors that can be what? Detrimental to the child. He has every right. See, when we say that, well, you know what? They both in sin, so they can't question each other. No, if that's the case, then things will be a lot worse than what it is even now. When you are a father, when you are a mother, regardless of how the child got here, there is still a level of accountability that both parents have to adhere to legally, right? And I'm not even going to going there about whether they're husbands, wives, or anything like that. I'm just keeping it at the basic level of they both have a child. And initially, I was like, let me go back and look at exactly what he said again. He didn't question anything but her wearing the outfit she wore in public as a mother. Accountability. So whether they are married or not, right? The reason why we have this child support system, part of the reason, I'm not going to say all the reason, because a lot of the reason is all money. Right? And anyway, but the child support system was initially put together for the white woman. You can look it up. To protect the white woman. But anyway, and I'll do a lesson on that to prove that with facts, historical facts. But nevertheless, the child support system, right, is there to what? Provide financial responsibilities, right? Holding the parents accountable for the financial responsibilities of their child. Now, when you get into the behavioral aspects of it, you can lose your child or you can lose your privileges if you are a parent and you are behaving in a way that can be what? Detrimental to the child. Right? Come on, women, y'all can agree with this. There's a number of women that have lost custody of their child because of their behaviors. It's not just the men, right? Because when we think about behavior that's not contradictory, or should I say detrimental to the child, most cases we default to the man, and so the privileges go to a woman. But when you see a woman lose custody of her child, most cases is because of her behavior. That's almost nearly to an impossible thing to happen for a woman to lose custody of her child, right? But what would cause her to lose custody is her behavior. If the man can prove that her behavior is detrimental to the child, that's his grounds for getting complete custody of the child.
Yeah.
Right? Now, legally, both parents have joint custody. But then you're dealing with physical custody of where the child resides. But guess what? Both parents have the right to hold each other accountable. And if either one of them are doing something that can be detrimental to the child, they can lose their custody rights in terms of the joint custody rights and access to that child. See, family, I understand, and we can get caught up in the flesh. We can get caught up in that fleshly discussion of, hey, they both were in sin. You know, I understand that. But the child is here. The child is here. That's right, Mr. Pirate Brain. Britney Spears lost custody of her child. She was the money winner. She was the breadwinner between her and that guy. I can't remember his name. And because of her mentally, she was unstable. And he proved that. So therefore, because of her actions and behaviors, he was awarded custody of their children. See, that's the key. That's the key. Even if, let's just say, prior to her having this child, he was good with how she dressed. Let's just say that. Can a person change now that a child is here? Now that a child is in the mix? Now that a child has come or stepped out of the relationship, now your expectation is going to change. Right? I'm a father. Right? I cannot behave as if I'm a single man. Right? A single man because I'm a father, I'm a husband, right? So I have to behave, my expectations and the requirements is that of a husband, but then also as a father, a provider. Even if I was single with kids, I still have to adhere to the standards of providing for my children, right? I had to make sure that my behavior is not going to cause problems in the development of my children. Let's just say if I wasn't married and had children, I didn't do things the right way, I went against the scriptures, and guess what? I still have an accountability as a parent to my children. And I believe that's what got lost in this whole discussion. It's not about him trying to behave like a husband. Because when I saw that initial response and really read it, it's like, wait a minute. His response is not from an angle of, I'm the husband, you're the wife. It's from, I'm a father, you are a mother, and what you are wearing is not what mothers should wear. And guess what? If the shoe is on the other foot, if the shoes were on the other feet, she would be entitled to feel the same way. I'm going to do a discussion on that. I see my sister Shonda in the building, right? And I want to make sure that I want to have this discussion. Her and I talked about having a discussion. So we're going to do a discussion on her live. And we're going to do it on her channel. We're going to do a discussion here. My angle is going to be prefaced on what you see inside the subject here. See, family, this is where the issue is. This is where the issue is. I think that we missed it by paying attention to the title. Wait a minute. He's a boyfriend trying to behave as if he's a husband. She's a girlfriend trying to behave as if she is a wife. That's not the issue, family. His issue was, you are a mother. He started off by saying, the dress. You are a mom. He didn't didn't say anything about you are my girl. It was his concern was about the child. He didn't even talk about her behavior. Inside that short little text, that short little Twitter or whatever tweet, he did not say your behavior. He said the dress. He wasn't even focusing on what she did on stage. He was focusing on what she wore on stage. Come on, family. I think that's what got lost. Right? And April Johnson, no, it's not a distraction. See, when we put stuff out there like discussing these issues is a distraction, actually, that is the head in the sand. That is the problem with many in this community, our community. Because when you address real issues, this is a real issue that goes beyond the Keke Palmar and her boyfriend situation. These are things that are happening right now. We're supposed to take these type of situations and use them as a teachable moment. And I can say this, and I can say this with confidence. I have counseled a number of people, a number of couples who had the same problem. This is not a distraction. Actually, when you kick the can or you ignore to address these type of things, guess what? This thing is all about what? It creates distractions. No, not discussing. No, the media, the artists. Let me see. No, not discussing the media, the artists. I'll just say this. Regardless whether it's the media, the artists, guess what? We're supposed to address the behaviors that have an influence on our community. So I'm not saying that, hey, you know, if that's all I talked about was dealing with celebrities versus using the celebrity situation that can impact our community as a teachable moment, then that's where we have to understand, yes, that's a distraction. But I'm not here to try to talk about celebrities. I'm here to talk about their behaviors that can have an impact on our community, on our young people. Because we have to be real about it. We have to be real about it. We have to be real about it, right? When you're young, most young people have posters of who on their wall. So they have what? Whether it's basketball posters, whether it's entertainers, singers, whatever. Because they see those guys. They see those people. So again, I understand from a perspective of the distraction what you mean. Now I see your text here, how you gave clarity on it. But it's not about them as celebrities. It's using what our young people is going to be subjected to as a teachable moment. Right? I see someone else says none of these opinions was inaccurate. It was the platform. So, and I'll say this, New Philly girl, appreciate the comments, but I'm gonna say this again, right? She did something in public, and he addressed it publicly. That's biblical. That's scriptures. The scriptures in Proverbs tells us, I believe it's Proverbs chapter 27. It tells us, it literally says that open rebuke is better than secret love. Let me say that again. Open rebuke is better than secret love. And I think all of us who grew up old school, you learned that lesson. Look, I got beat in class. Right? I got beat in class. I got beat in church. I got beat in public. I got beat in the arcade. Snuck out the house. Didn't do what I was supposed to do. I'm in the arcade playing the video game, having one of my best games. And guess what? I got beat inside the arcade. My grandmother wore me out. Why? Because I embarrassed her publicly, and so she handled it publicly. Come on, family. We have to put things in its proper perspective. It'd be different if he just went in on her. He didn't go in on her. He just literally said, the dress. You're a mom, though. So I'll say this, family. You guys are entitled to your opinions. You're entitled to your thoughts. You're entitled to your beliefs. But I'm taking it back to the original comment he said. His comment that he stated was all about her being a mother. Had nothing about being a husband, her being a husband, her being a wife. We know that they both put the cart before the horse, and guess what? In this community, let's be real. How many of us have put the cart before the horse? Let's be real. We have to be real about it. Let's not all of a sudden become holy rollers, and we forget that at one time we were in a bad place. But does that negate your responsibilities because you put the cart before the horse? Come on, let's be real.
Right.
I can say with confidence, at least 90% of you guys that are watching this chat, watching this live, have put the cart before the horse. Now, guess what? You may not have had a child, but can we be real about it? How many of you guys waited until you got married to be intimate? Just that alone shuts down any of the comments that are saying, well, he's not married or she's not married. No, let's be real. Let's be real with it. Let's be real with it. I'll be the first one at the front line. I know that I put the cart before the horse. I thank the Most High for allowing me to repent. You know, I was, I'll be real. I was young. I grew up in the city. Yes, I fornicated. So now that we have that out the way, right? I want all of you guys to make sure that you are coming clean and being honest with your assessment. That guess what? 90 to 95% of you guys are watching this live have put the cart before the horse. You may not have had children, but I can guarantee you, most of 90 to 95% of you guys that are watching have put the cart before the horse. In other words, you fornicated. You was out there doing things that was designated to married couples. Come on, can we be real about that?
Right.
But that doesn't take away from still the accountability.
Right.
So I want to make sure that we understand this. And I'm not saying that we belittle that we make that the norm. No, most of us started doing things incorrectly. But now that you know what to do, then you right the wrong, and you move forward and you properly teach the next generation. But let's not behave as if, like, wait a minute, we're oblivious to what's going on between these two individuals. Because these two individuals, their situation, guess what, echoes through our community right now. How many single mothers do you see out here? Come on, can we be real about that? How many single fathers that are out here? Matter of fact, how many fathers that are trying to do right by their child that are out here? Not just had a baby out of wedlock, but how many fathers that are out here, men that are actually concerned about the welfare of their children? Come on now. Come on now, we cannot be selective with what we say. That's right. White collar chick, that's right. No one says anything about Beyonce, who is married, right, and wearing the same outfits. Why is this situation an exception? It's because a father, a concerned father, and I believe within our community, decided to question and be concerned about the outfit or how the mother of his child is presenting herself. Come on, can we be real about it? Come on, it's hard on the black man. We got to be real about it. The black man can't say anything. The black man cannot say anything.
No.
And this is proof of it. A black man is held to a completely different standard. The black man can't say anything. If a black man says something to, let's just say, anyone outside of our community, guess what? We get labeled as what? The angry black man. The black man or the black fathers or the Negro fathers say something like this father said something. How did he get labeled? He got trolled to the point that he had to take his account down. All because he made a tweet questioning, saying that, hey, the dress though, you're a mother. Come on, family. We got to be real.
And I'm about to cut this video. His name's Pastor Kelly will be woke. Shout out to his channel, but he's right. And you know what? There's a stubborn amongst, in particularly in the black community. You got some black women don't want to be told nothing. When men try to address things like this, they don't want to listen. They want to debate with you. They want to argue with you. And they came at this young man, and he's right. He's absolutely right, because they don't think it from a perspective like, what about that child when they get older and they see their mother on TV another 5-10 years? He might have to go defend his mother because of what somebody said, calling his mother a whore. And kids can be like that. Excuse me, I didn't mean to excuse that. Being promiscuous, please. But I'm just saying. See, some people don't think about stuff like that. When you represent, you and have children, you can embarrass them like that. Then they have to defend you, like your boyfriend or your husband would, or like your mom and dad would, brother and sister would, family. But we have a culture that don't value that. Some people in the culture don't value, and then you wonder why, when you come across other groups of men, they see you as a loose woman. They do. They see you. I'm being honest with you. They see you, but they don't take you as a woman. Too many of the women as a wife. See, it's one thing about some American and Western women why some men don't marry, and when they see how their attitude is and their debauchery is, they can't take this home to the family, and they'll tell you that themselves. They're good to mess around with. When you come back home, we got a good woman for you, and she's dignity. That's true, and people don't want to take into account of that. But he's right in that video, man. And a black man can't say nothing. That's why you have a lot of men have to go to some part of the world to find a real woman who has some class, especially when he's putting an investment in her. But most of all, men, if any man listen to this video, it looks is one thing, but man, see what's upstairs. See what's upstairs. Whatever's upstairs, does she have some sense? If she ain't got no sense, don't mess with her. And if you can't resist the temptation of having sex with her marriage, and you have sex with her, wear a condom. Wear a condom so you won't be in a situation like meeting with a woman later on. She wants to get attention from other men. Make sure, and that should have been taught. Hey, like I said, I'm like Pastor Kelly. But I tell you one thing: when I was out there in the world messing with all of their women, I wore a condom, not just for the diseases, but also I didn't want to put a generational kid that his daddy's being a whore. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't have time to be seeing him because he don't know me, or she won't know me. See, you gotta think about that. When you get to a certain age in life, this is the way it should be. And God's gonna hold us accountable, men and women, on that one. So it's something to think about. So the reason why some men don't, or women are not getting married, and they can't get the best of the men, and they lose the best of the men, is because their behavior and their attitude. You could have, just like the earlier video, this woman would say, I got this and I got that, and I got this, I got degree, I'm college educated, but do you have the relationship? I got a beautiful body, I got a pretty face. Do you have the relationship? Does the guy want to be with you? So if a high valued man who is a protector of providers, what his height is, whatever his look is, at the end of the day, he gonna have to live with that personality. So, something to think about. Alright then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's been kind of long, but it was some good points. Share, like, and subscribe, and maybe someone can learn something from this experience. Alright then, take care.